Well, they flagged them off and we got ourselves a solid breakaway up the road. They really were impressive. In fact, they worked so hard, their gap going up to over the 5-minute mark. And indeed, it looked sustainable in mixed terrain with some twists and turns at the end. Into the fog. Castelluccio. Over the top they went for the KOM. And Davide Bais leading that competition overall as a result. Meanwhile, downstairs in the valleys, a lot of cold weather gear was on display. And we think some illness as well. I'm not sure if Mark Cavendish is one of those, but certainly he was struggling today, and I would not be surprised if he has some tummy issues. We've seen a little bit of that through the peloton. Punctures, they were bedeviling many, including one Ayuso. He ceding the leader's jersey today to our eventual winner. But he'll be confident once we get to the mountains tomorrow that he can make a good account of himself as we start to climb once more. With 24 kilometers to go, we were already on the circuit. They came through to take the bell, and the gap was tumbling 49 seconds. With 12.8 kilometers remaining, they were hitting the high point before we came down on the steps into town. And still we were wondering, well, we certainly didn't have to wonder about Tim Malia. He was struggling on the climbs and indeed was out of contention. Likewise, unfortunately, the power men from Ineos Grenadiers. Aronsman and Connor Swift both puncturing at the same time. Had to take care with the kit. And then it was time for our last 10 kilometers. Breakaway all bar court. Except for UNOX Mobility's Jonas Abramson, very brave. He was still off up the road with the final turn taken. Last 350 meters, still with a margin, and they were all looking at each other. That's when Tom Pidcock picked it up, Biniam Gamay on his back wheel. The Ciclamino was busy following Jasper Philipsen, who was just trapped away from his lead-out man by Julien Alaphilippe, who was in the mix. And then it all started to open up, and all eyes were on that pinky purple of the leader of the points competition. Corbin Strong was making a use of himself, looked very, very swift, I must say. Emerson Court at the very last did indeed roll over the line into 7th place. Jonathan Milan, however, our winner. Well, Jonathan Milan, he's going to be at the podium quite a few times. He's won the stage. He leads overall. He also owns the points jersey. Well, the mountain's coming tomorrow. We'll see how he climbs. Indeed, how much he will invest. I suspect it may well be other names that come to the fore, but you just never know in this game. There's your overall standings. He has a 4-second advantage, courtesy of the bonuses he's picked up, over one Ayuso, who drops down into 2nd place. It'll be Jasper Philipsen who carries the points jersey on behalf of Jonathan Milan tomorrow. Ayuso will be wearing the Young Riders classification.